Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's just all becoming a bit much. Like really it's just becoming a bit much. So, RuPaul, most people know who RuPaul is. He's a drag queen. He's been a host, a judge on many different TV shows, and he's got his own little drag queen thing on Paramount Plus. Well, he had a drag con, so a convention where it was like the biggest drag queen convention that has ever happened, just huge, and it happened in LA. And right here on the front page of it, you see RuPaul, who's not in drag, but then he's got all these drag queens behind him. Now, the first thing that I notice is I'm like, what women out there do you see that actually look like that? I've never met a woman in my life that dresses like this unless they're in the cosplay. And even then, they're dressing as characters from video games. And look, I wouldn't have an issue with this at all. I think, everyone has the freedom to express themselves and do as they please, but there should be limits and lines that shouldn't be crossed and yada, yada, yada. But this was an all ages event. Kids were there. Kids were there. Kids were welcomed. All that kind of stuff. That's when it becomes a bit much for me. That's when it starts crossing a line in my head. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I don't want her seeing none of this. These are grown men dressed in skimpy outfits, sexualizing themselves. Why should kids be anywhere near something like this? Anywhere. Right on the front page. Meet your icons. Why they got to be icons? So many drag race queens under one roof. I'm going to show you the best part right here. The most sickening shopping experience. Why are they using that wording for something they're trying to make other people accept and love? But they use a wording like sickening. Who wants anything sickening? Then this weird unicorn, more queer joy. Another thing I've noticed is I think it's funny. Well, it's not funny at all, though, but I don't see how other people don't notice this. But so the rainbow is God's promise, the symbol of God's promise to never flood the earth again. All the colors on the rainbow is their logo. And what do they associate the rainbow with now? Pride. What was the first sin to ever happen? Pride by Lucifer in heaven. It's what caused him to get kicked out of heaven because he led a rebellion against God due to his pride, because he wanted to be like God and he thought that he was the most beautiful being ever. Just a lot of pride going on. And now they put the rainbow with pride. So again, they're perverting something of God, something holy. And they pervert it. That's what Satan does. And that's the sad part. God loves all of these people, but he hates the sin that they are indulging in. And they're led astray. There are so many people that come to God, get delivered, and find their way out of this lifestyle and become normal, become straight, and get married and have kids. And, Jesus saves them. That exists. That happens. People get delivered from this. And it's never talked about. You gotta search it to find it. See the Queen's Walk in real life. Don't miss the infamous walk of all walks on Friday. Like, come on, dude. And tons of people there just worshiping these people. Okay, but I'm making my way to the bottom. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about that. But look at that. I don't know any women out there that dress like that. It's a mockery, not only of God, but of a natural feminine female. Yeah, so here are the sponsors. And what do they say? Thank you to our sickening sponsors. Why? Why would you say that? Why do you say it like that? It makes no sense. But look, Got to Be. Is that like a shampoo brand or something? I don't know what that is. But Paramount Plus, of course. Postmates. Cash App. Teletubbies. Teletubbies, guys. A kid's thing. Oh yeah, the Teletubbies Instagram page just off the chain when it comes to all this weird stuff. Then Wow Presents Plus, Singer, Los Angeles Public Library, Mickey's, Roscoe's, Out Here, Sexual Health, and Blued. Yeah, these two things, Cash App and Postmates, it's just crazy to me. Yeah, it's just it's just crazy to me. And we go over here and look. There you go. There's a nice Teletubby for you. I'm telling you. Look at that. That's wild. I personally, in any of these photos, I haven't seen any kids. Um, but I'm pretty sure it was an all ages event. Look at that. It's just, those are dudes. Those are guys. She was something. Oh, it looks like it's meant to look like blood or something. Oh, it's super weird. And this, like, man, come on. Like, what is that? What is that? Something hanging off your dangalang? That's just crazy to me, dude. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand why kids need to be a part of this. Look at this. Ugly, disgusting pig. Ugly MF. Stop eating fat b. Like, dude, it's just so weird to me. Look at all like that. What is positive about this? Please explain that to me. All of this, what is positive about it? This reminds me of the man, like this just looks like a manifestation of rebellion, which would make sense because there's only one person, guy, deity behind it. It's Satan. And he is the leader of rebellion and pride. And I just find it so funny that pride is their slogan. And they use the rainbow, which is one of God's symbols for a promise that he made to us. They pervert it. It doesn't take much to understand this stuff, guys. All you got to do is read the Bible and start adding things up. And it comes together rather quickly where you're like, oh, that's interesting. People 2,000 years ago predicted these things. Wild, dude. Like, F off, Karen. Start your engines, legendary slag. BITCH, please. UK, hun? Mine's a vodka. Stop looking at my fan. Oh, and why stop looking at my fanny? Ugh. Constant, sexy, dragged. Dude, like, daddy. No, thank you. Look at what? Come on, dude. Come on. Nice little mustache going on right there. Like, dude, I do not care what you do. I do find it odd that they have this owl tattooed on them. Because there is one deity that is worshipped as an owl, and it is for child sacrifice. I don't know if you guys ever saw that YouTube video where I'll see if I can find it here in a second. But first, Moloch. I mean, children are okay sacrifices, but why them in particularly? Wait, who the hell wrote that? Oh, Moloch? I don't know whatever. Okay, someone wrote that. Children play host to pure souls that have yet to live a life in a mortal body. These souls are harder to convert into demons than regular souls. Plus, I run the risk of that soul escaping and being eaten by another demon or something. I vastly prefer the souls of adults. Malleable, like clay, and easier to influence, so they share my ideals. Moloch was a fallen angel and prince of hell that masqueraded as a pagan fertility god. Lowercase g, of course. He is infamous for his appetite towards children of the faithful. Deal with Bohemian Grove. I don't know if he'll be able to find but yeah, you see that giant owl? Yeah. In this video, someone's in the woods and happens to find all these freaking cult member looking things. They end up sacrificing someone or a child or something like that in that fire right there. You can hear him screaming. It's a brutal sounding video. It's just it's crazy. And that's just kind of what I thought about when I first saw this tattoo. I find it weird when people get owl tattoos like that. It's just weird to me. Could be wrong. Maybe they just like owls. Who knows? But yeah, they're sponsored by the Teletubbies. The Teletubbies try to target kids. That should worry you. And I mean, dude, the Teletubbies fell off a long time ago, like when I was a kid, because they were creepy, dude. No one liked them. There's very few people I know that were like, yeah, I watched Teletubbies. I liked them. And I mean, everyone else is like, oh, they were creepy looking, dude. I couldn't stand the Teletubbies. Even as a child, they were like, weird. And of course, here they are now. Yeah, no, you can go look them up on Instagram. Um, it's I'm telling you, it's a bit much. But yeah, I just wanted to go over this because they're really, really trying to get kids into this. They really are. Snatch tickets now. Oh, they would use snatch. Why would you use the word snatch? Anything that has to do with kids. Why? Look at that. Oh, there it is. All ages. Yep. Kids. Yeah, they got general admission and kids. That's all I really want to show you guys and go over with you guys because it disturbed me when I saw this. And it already happened, so I mean, like I said, this was on the 12th and 13th, so like 10 days ago. Keep an eye on your children, man. Public schools are starting to use things to try and indoctrinate your kids. Make sure that, you know, if you have a kid in a public school, be sure to be a part of that board. And be sure to go there and speak your mind and make sure that you're making it known that the people on the school board are being pressured and they're being watched and that you're paying attention. And that if you see anything that they're doing that might be harming or possibly harming or indoctrinating your child into something that you're not agreeing with, you make it known. Period. Do not let them get your babies. Do not let them get your babies. And pray to God a lot. Pray to God as much as you can. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Somebody go to the Instagram page and look at the Teletubbies Instagram page and just check it out. And then let me know your thoughts of their Instagram page. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments as well, because it's a big yikes.